Good afternoon, everyone listening in today. I asked my good friends and Jerome group members, Diana Demergian and Mia Marquez, to join us to talk a little bit about ghost stories, horror genre movies, and any haunted encounters or stories that they might be willing to share with us. If you guys wanted to share some of your favorite ghost stories, a ghost story that you grew up with maybe as a child.
I have one. There's the Jersey Devil, obviously. I swear I saw it once. On my life.
You saw it?
I think so. I didn't see it, but I saw it. It's known for being there's an area of New Jersey called the Pine Barrens, and it's just middle of nowhere, extensive forest, and there's houses here and there. People go to night. There's all these trails where you can go back through the woods and the cranberry bogs. Mm-hmm. So that's fun. So everybody goes back there just for fun. So we drove all the way down there, and we were driving through these trails, and we had a GPS on. What the GPS was for, I have no clue. A dead end in the trails, and it was just a clearing, and all of a sudden it's there's a video of it. I don't have the video anymore, but it's completely pitch black, and on the video you just see the two pair of eyes, and it wasn't headlights shining on something when you see animal eyes that are when the light hits them and they reflect. I swear on my life it was two pair of animal eyes, and the GPS goes arrived just as they show up, and we backed out and ran away so fast it wasn't even funny. And then we watched the tape when we got home, and we saw a shape, but we couldn't figure out what it was, and it had animal eyes. I swear it was a Jersey Devil.
This is some paranormal activity, man. Mia, and has anything like that happened to you ever throughout your life?
So personally, I don't have any ghost stories, but that's kind of because I've always kind of stayed away from anything kind of supernatural. So for context, I went to a religious school for elementary school and high school. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of a huge no-no to ever play with a Ouija board or anything like that. Even horoscopes, they were that's the devil's work. So when we were in religion class, we had a religion class every day. Our pastor, he would we had a special section dedicated to the supernatural and ghosts and stuff like that. And I think kind of to scare us away from ever being tempted to play with any type of Ouija board or anything, he told us a story about how when he was in high school, he played with a Ouija board, him and his friends. And apparently they had this trunk in the room, and they were asking the Ouija board questions, and they were where are you? And it spelled out in the trunk. So they were all too scared to go and open the trunk, but they went over, and I guess while they were by it, it was shaking and stuff. One of the friends asked when will I die in that year to that? And they told us this when we were young. So ever since then, I've kind of been a scaredy cat.
One of the ghost stories that I've grown up with just being here in New Mexico called La Llorona. It's about this woman, and she's this young woman who has 2 kids, and she's seen by this creek or this arroyo. Her kids are there, and she gets aggravated or something because she thinks that her husband is cheating on her with some other woman. So to get back at him, she drowns her kids. So she takes the rage out on her kids to attract attention from her husband. But then right when they're downstream, she regrets it, and so she tries to save them, but it's too late. Her kids have already drowned. And so she starts crying. So it's the tears of La Llorona, the cries. You can hear her cries at night. So whenever you're by an arroyo, or you're by the ditch, or whenever you're by a stream here in New Mexico, that's common to hear watch out for La Llorona, because she's always looking for kids to capture. Quick question, do you guys believe in ghosts?
I don't, honestly.
No, I actually do believe in
you have to, right? There's no way,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel I don't want to say yes, because then, everything creepy that happens, I'm ooh. But, at the same time, it's not a no.
Yeah.
I respect their existence.
Yes. I respect them completely. If they'd rather be called a spirit, that's totally fine.
Thank you all so much for listening to the Jerome group members Ghost Stories podcast, and we hope to be back to share more with you soon.